What's up, everyone? Going live. Gonna get all of my hand fishing gear set up, and so this is going to be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been posting a whole lot on TikTok, and then TikTok also has changed up their algorithm, so my content doesn't show up as often as it used to, anyways. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Wait, so is there actually 200 something people on the live stream right now? Wait, no way. That can't be right. Crankbaits? I actually do have some crankbaits. Well, one or two, but they're old. So, like, this is an old one. And you can see, like, the hooks are kind of bad and broken. Have any plan on traveling to Australia? I don't really have a plan to travel to Australia, but I would love to travel to Australia someday. It would be a really cool place to visit, especially when John Plant, the guy that created the YouTube channel called Primitive Technology, he lives in Australia, so it'd be cool to meet him someday in Australia. But yeah, this is the crankbait that I have, and then I also have this one, so I can get it off. So this is another one like that. But I haven't had a whole lot of success with these crankbaits. I haven't had a lot of success with lures lately, like I used to. But recently, the best way to catch any fish is with live bait. So like with worms, with grubs, with minnows, or with cut bait. Yeah, but anything else, like I haven't been able to catch any fish with any lures lately. And normally, I would use like spinners and stuff like that. It's like stuff like this. Like stuff like this. I used to catch a lot of bass and pike on stuff like this, but yeah, I haven't been able to lately because I just don't know. They're just not biting these anymore. Ah, okay. So it says 27 viewers right now. So dang, there was about like 200 people watching at one moment. That's crazy. Let's see. It's my favorite eating fish. It'd probably be um, northern pike. I love eating northern pike because they're really good. But perch is really good too. But right now, I'm actually trying to get this thing taken care of. So this is a hand sort of what is it? There's something going on over there. I don't know. But yeah, this is a hand reel essentially. So I'm going to tie some line on here, and then basically this covers up the line, keeps everything in place. But you can take this off, and you can put some lures and a bunch of baits and stuff like that in here, or a bunch of hooks and stuff. So I want to get everything set up for this so I can eventually go like hand fishing. So you just put your thumb over it, pull out some line and then cast with your hand like this, and it'll just come off like that. And then when you're reeling in, you just go like this. So I'm gonna put on 8-pound line, I think. So yeah, this is gonna be really cool. Let's see here. Encourage viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Oh yeah, so do that. Tap the screen so that I get more likes, so more people are gonna see this, and then just share the live stream with your friends and stuff like that, or invite people. That'd be cool. But yeah, let's let's get some line. So I have some line here. This is 8-pound fluorocarbon. So let's see. We're gonna go like this. Here's this. Probably best to close this here. Just do this on top like that. There you go. I think you should be able to see it fine, actually, like this. Yeah, there you go. How's Raven and the chickens doing? Raven is healing up well. So like I have to pretty much monitor her most of the day to make sure that she's not like overly excited or something like that, and put too much pressure on her leg. Otherwise, chickens, I have not started raising chickens again this year yet. And what I need to do first, before I get more chickens, is I have to clean up the shed and the area around it. And I've been neglecting it. I've been neglecting a lot of my responsibilities because it's just been really stressful and difficult to like get things that I need to get done because like of what's going on with Raven and with a bunch of other issues too. So I'm going to eventually find time to clean up the shed, so like this shed here and the stuff around it, so like all that is a mess right now. And so I need to do a lot of cleanup. But here is the hand reel. Now I'm going to take the line and I'm just going to wrap it. Yeah, just like this. I should be able to, yeah, this will be good. Can you please make more catch and cook videos? Yeah, I'm in the process of getting that done. Like a couple months ago, I started trying to do that, but I just wasn't able to catch any fish. And recently, I have been able to. So it's been a little bit better. And so yeah, I will try my best to get some catch and cook videos done. Hey, football King Samuel. Yeah, I'm getting some line put on here. So this is gonna be cool. So I'm going to eventually make a video of myself pretty much hand fishing. And then hopefully I can possibly catch some fish. Hand fishing, that'd be really cool. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, I do. It's called Clueless Bushcraft. You can find it in the bio. So if you click on my name on here, I have it linked to my YouTube. And so you'll see that YouTube icon. If you click on it, it'll bring you directly to my YouTube channel. How's Raven? Raven is recovering. Thanks for asking. She's just really bored because she can't like run around and play like she normally does. I try to play with her inside, you know, but it's kind of difficult too because she wants to always play like the more aggressive games like tug of war and stuff like that, and we can't really do that. My grandpa just took me fishing 2 days ago. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I ran out of line. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's fine. I am just going to go like this. And I'm going to put the tag in a little bit longer. And then you take this piece. Let's see. Let's see here, like this. Yeah. So you take this piece. And you cover it up like this. And here is the line. And so you have the hand fishing like this. I caught a fish. What kind of fish? Okay, so I'm just gonna drink. I'm gonna have a beverage now. Let's see. Which is better, online shopping or going shopping? That's a difficult question to answer. Like, I like going shopping physically because you get that instant gratification, but sometimes online fishing allows you to find product that you normally wouldn't be able to find. Oh, 3 rainbow trout. Oh, that's really cool. I've never caught a trout before. So this beverage that I'm having is called Neon Bear Hug. Neon Bear Hug. It's by Goose Island. It says 10,000 volts of flavor. All the beers you drank, which one is the best beer? Oh, that's a good question. Actually, it's a hard question too. One of my favorite beers that I've had though is called Hemper. It's spelled like hemp, so HEMP, but it ends in sort of like emperor, like a king or an emperor. So Hemper. And that beer, when you crack the beer open, it smells just like cannabis. And it's funny because when you bring it to like a friend's house or something like that, or a party, and you crack a beer open, people think that you just pulled out a joint or something. But it's just a beer. But they don't use cannabis in the beer. They use hops that have that same aroma. So, pour. You have to pour it with big head. So that way you don't get bloated when you drink it. So this is actually, even as bad as it looks, this is actually the correct way to pour a beer. Because all this like carbonation, you know, if you pour it like sideways and how most people do, you know, when you pour it sideways and it'll just and it'll have no head like this and no bubbles like this. When you drink the beer and then later you eat something, you get really bloated. If you do it like this is the correct way to pour it from a can. When you do it like this, all the carbonation kind of expels and it creates this big head. When you eat and when you continue drinking and stuff, you don't get bloated. So yeah. So it takes a little longer, you know, before you can drink, but it's better. How big was the biggest fish you ever caught? The biggest fish I ever caught was a northern pike, probably like 3 years ago. It was, let's see here, it was on Lake Minnetonka, I think, and it was 36 inches. It was really big, and I brought it home and I ate it. Any knife making yet? Um, I will start once I clean up my shed. But I do have all of the gear and all the stuff that I need to start making knives. Yeah. Have you ever been deep sea fishing? No, I have not been deep sea fishing. I've been to the sea before, but when I visited the sea, I was not interested in fishing at that time. When I'm bored, all I do is watch your videos. Thank you. Okay, so beer looks good. I'll have a little bit here. Ooh, that's good. That's very good. It has lots of flavor. And I'm so happy that there are no mosquitoes around right now. Well, there are, but it's not as bad as before. Um, let's see. It's hard to tell or say what it tastes like. It's very, let's see. It has some sort of, it has hints of like citrus, like a very, very subtle hint of like bitterness. It's pretty hoppy. Um, but it's really, it seems like it's a mild beer. It's 7%, so it's a little higher than most. Um, but it feels really full bodied. You get like a really nice hit of flavor. But yeah, I have it all set up like this, right? And so let's throw on like a hook. I think that would work. So this is one of my like tackle boxes, kind of, that I carry around. This side right here has all of the sort of like small panfish hooks and setup and stuff like that. And then this side here has like a bunch of sort of bigger hooks and just bigger setup stuff. So open that up. So I have like my sinkers. I have some floats here. These are some lures and stuff like that. And then I have some soft baits and hooks here. These are some of my favorite hooks, the Japanese crappie hooks here. Let's see, like these. Then I have just some random small crappie hooks here too, and slightly larger ones. These are flies and other like lures and stuff like that. Yeah. So let's throw on this hook. So I have this still. There you go. We're gonna put this hook on. What's the most amount of fish you've ever caught in one trip? About like 30 or so. But they were all small, like sunfish. Okay, there we go. How many years have you been fishing, and where was the first place that you went fishing? Um, I started fishing more seriously and stuff like that, um, like 3 years ago. I did fish when I was a kid, when I was like 7 years old, but I wasn't serious about it because I just went with my dad. And so, like 3 years ago, I started going fishing and I started learning and stuff like that. But I haven't gone fishing a whole lot within those 3 years because, like, the last 2 years was not that great. Well, actually, it's probably been 4 years, to be honest. Yeah, it's been about 4 years. But the last 2 years hasn't been that great because we had a drought last year, and the year before, I just was lazy. Um, but all in all, if you add up all the time that I've gone fishing in the last 4 years, it probably won't even total like a full month. So like I have very little experience, even though I have kind of been fishing for the last 4 years. And because like I don't fish year round. And so yeah, so like I don't really fish during the winter a whole lot. There's ice fishing, but I don't go ice fishing a whole lot. But here you go. I have the hook set up like that, and it's cool that it's on this thing, right? And so like, let me take this off. And so what I would have to do is I'd have to throw like some bait on here, and then I'll put a sinker on right here, and then I could put um, like a float or something, or like a bobber right here, and then I would have to like hold this like this, and then swing it out, and then let go, and so that this kind of unravels on its own. And then while I'm reeling in, I would have to go like this. Yeah, I can't wait to actually give this a try. This is going to be really cool. But let's see here. Oh, I need to take this off. There we go. So I have this capped off, but let's see here. Unscrew it, and so I can put small lures and hooks and stuff like that in here. But I have small baggies like this so that I can just keep it organized, and I can just roll it up, and then I can put it into the handle. See? Go like this, go like that. And I can carry all of my stuff in here. And so this would be a good survival item. What's your preferred store to get all your fishing gear? The preferred store is the closest store, and so that would be Fleet Farm. I am really close by to a Fleet Farm. Otherwise, Cabela's is really good. Um, Walmart is good even, because it has some decent uh, like hooks and sinkers and all the stuff that you need. So Walmart is good too. Let's see. And watching you for so long, when I first saw your profile, I watched every single vid. Thank you very much. There you go. Okay, so I think I really like this. This is really cool. Like I can't wait to actually go out and try to do some fishing with this thing. Um, I feel like it might be a challenge, and it'll take a while to get used to, but I think this will work. Yeah, this would be a really good survival item to have, definitely. What beverage are you drinking? Always has sick art. Also, how's Raven? Um, so this is called Neon Bear Hug. Neon Bear Hug, and it is from Goose Island. Um, let's see here. It is a an IPA, so India Pale Ale, and it's good. And Raven, she's doing good. She's recovering from her ACL surgery. It's going to take maybe another like a month and a half or so before she's like 100%. Um, and so today is what, like near the end of June right now, right? She had her surgery on June 1st. And so it's been about close to a month now, I suppose. And so yeah, she's recovering. Her like surgery site, like on her leg, is healed up, so I don't need to put that cone on her head anymore. Like the first couple of weeks was really painful because like I had to keep that cone over her head, and she was just miserable, you know. And because she was miserable, I was miserable. Um, and so at one point, she was able to start licking her stitches and stuff like that, and her stitches opened up a little bit at the top, and so that was scary. And so I brought her to the vet, um, got it disinfected, cleaned, it closed back up, and since then it's healed up and it's closed up and everything, and so she can lick it all she wants now, and it won't open up because it's healed. Uh, but as far as the bone goes, the operation is called a TTA or something like that. Um, it's what they do is they cut the tibula, which is the bone, uh, right behind where the tendon is, and then they push the bone apart. Like they, so like here's the bone, they cut it, and then they push the bone apart, and then they put a metal piece here, and then another metal piece down here to keep the bone open like this, and then they fill the bone up, and then it has to heal like that. And so doing that causes the tendon that's on this side, on the outside, to like tighten up, you know, and then it provides support in the knee. Um, and once it all heals, supposedly she's supposed to be back to fully 100% normal. Um, and so, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So, hopefully, by the time my birthday comes around, so like it's August 11th is my birthday. So hopefully around that time is when Raven is at 100%. But I am going to be extra careful after that still. So after August, like mid August or so, I'm going to let her pretty much uh, kind of be roam free and stuff, but I still want to be very extra careful, um, because I can't do this anymore. Like this has been a huge challenge to kind of get through. Um, you know, and for like the 8 people that are watching, um, like my content has changed. Like if you watch my videos at all, you know like my content has changed. It's not like as consistent, and it is not like good as it used to be. And the reasoning behind that, so like it hasn't been the same since I quit my job, right? So it's changed since I quit my job, which was January 1st. When I first quit my job, I stopped posting as much. I wasn't as dedicated to growing the channel as much anymore. I kind of wanted to take a break. Um, and then so many things happened to Raven, so many personal things happened too, and my mental health just declined. And so when that happened, that affected my motivation to create content and stuff like that. And so um, my content hasn't been the same because of my mental health and just the things like the stress and the anxiety that I'm going through. Um, and it's mostly have to do with like my dog Raven. So like in December, she cut her like paw, and it was a really bad cut too. And I was able to wrap it up, let it heal, and everything. But that was a huge mental hit because it took a long time for her to heal up. But then in March, right? So that's 3 months into the new year. So in March, that's when I was about to start making more content with Raven and do camping videos and stuff. But she tore her ACL, and so since March until now, I've been dealing with that. So since March until now, I've been dealing with her ACL tear because the first 2 months I had to wait until I can get her surgery done or something like that, right? So March, April, May, June, about 3 months I had to wait for a long time before I can actually get her surgery done. And then when I got the surgery done, it's going to take another few months for her to fully recover, right? So June 1st was the first day of surgery, and it's going to take about 2 months for her to fully recover. So all of June, all of July, right? So I'm going to have to go through all of July, like having her recover, and then like maybe half of August. And so like Raven's entire summer has been pretty much her locked up. Or no, Raven's entire spring and summer has been her being locked up in the house. And like that, I hate that because I feel like I've lost her already. Even though she's still here with me, I feel like I've lost her because I used to bring her everywhere I go. So like I would go to the park to discover new plants and trees and mushrooms and stuff, and go foraging. And I'm not doing any of that this year because Raven's injured. Um, and so like my garden, right? So right here, all of this right here, all of that's growing in where my garden is right now is it's called lamb's quarters. It's one of my favorite wild edible plants, and I did plant it because I took the seeds from the ones that I grew last year and I just spread it there, and I just kind of neglected my garden. I didn't plant any new plants that I was planning on like growing this year, and I just let all the weeds and stuff like that grow. And so all of that right now is just lamb's quarters that's growing. And I like the plant, but I wanted to grow like gourds. I wanted to grow peppers and cucumbers and zucchini and all that stuff. But because of the stress with Raven and her injury and stuff like that, I've been neglecting all of my responsibilities and stuff. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But I am hoping that once Raven is 100%, maybe in September, October, I can start bringing her out to like parks and stuff like that again, and then do camping trips with her. Um, so yeah, that would be really cool. That's what I want to do eventually. All right, so I'm just gonna finish this, and I don't know how long I've been live streaming, but I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's called Clueless Bushcraft. You can find it in the bio. So like if you click on my name, Bushcraft Clueless here at the top or something, and you click on the YouTube icon, you'll be able to find my YouTube channel. And I typically go live on my YouTube channel more often. I just want to be able to go live on TikTok as well. So that way I can make announcements and stuff like that. And sometimes it's nice to change up my community. It's nice to have my YouTube community, but it's cool to have people on TikTok also. So yeah. When's my next fishing trip? Maybe tomorrow. I might be able to go tomorrow, but I'll film it and stuff. Maybe I will go live. I don't know. But I want to go find a new spot where I can go to catch catfish, where it's more, private, where I can like go fishing and live stream and won't feel awkward. I don't want to live stream with like a ton of people around me because people might not want to be filmed. And so like the best place to go catfishing is at Coon Rapids Dam. And it's this really nice area where you can catch catfish, like tons of them. And it's very like successful, right? Like you can catch catfish easily there. But a lot of people fish there, and I don't want to do a live stream there. And so I think I'm going to find a different spot, and I think I know where to go. I'm gonna go find it, and I'm gonna see if I can go catfishing there, and just kind of test it out, and maybe live stream there. It'd be cool. But yeah, I live stream more often on my YouTube channel, so go visit that. It's called Clueless Bushcraft. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time I go live. All right, peace out.